everybody. Welcome to Sarah's Table. Today we are going to be playing a game called I'm a Lover, Not a Fighter. It is written by Grant Howitt and Chris Taylor, and it is a one-page RPG. Let me just read you the quick description they have. You are a charming devil, a beautiful cutthroat vagabond, a buckler of swash, and you're always getting caught up in wild adventures. You're on a mission. For who? We don't know. Work it out. To rescue someone who's been kidnapped by the Baron, and you strike tonight at his annual masked ball. There's a lot of tables in this game. I have rolled everything up. Everything is completely random, and so I'm really excited to try to put all of the shenanigans into this game today. My name is Sarah Moore. I am your game master. My pronouns are she, her. Before we get into the really exciting stuff, I would like to do a safety discussion. I think it is really important as a responsible gamer and game master to know where all of the lines are at your table. Everybody who comes to my table should feel comfortable and excited, and I don't want to push anybody to a point where they might feel like they need to tap out. So here on Sarah's Table, you will never run into sexual violence, violence against children, or withholding food as punishment or starvation. Those are all hard lines for me. There's also been a request that if there's any like graphic torture situation, that it would be off camera, but I really don't think that we're ever going to get there, because I'm pretty sure that this is a group of foppish vagabonds who really aren't terribly good at any kind of fighting, is my guess, but we'll see.
Correct.
Correct. I've been told that this is correct. I'm going to go around the table. I would like everybody who is at my table to tell us their name and their pronouns, and also I have a brand new face with me, so I'm going to start with them first. So Yang, tell me about you.
Hi, my name is Yang Wang. I am he, him, and I am a writer and a filmmaker. I normally play on a channel called Dungeon Scrawlers on twitch.tv/Dungeon Scrawlers, where it's a group of fantasy authors who venture together in D&D 5th edition in the Forgotten Realms. I work on a couple of Magic the Gathering sets, including the latest Neon Kamigawa. You should totally check it out. It's got some of the hottest art I've ever seen in my life.
Rad.
So excited.
Gonna check it out. I'm scooting over to Patrick.
Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick Keeffe. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me at That Gray Gentleman everywhere on the internet. I am an actor and voice actor and content creator. You can also find me over at the Writer's Room 7th Sea, which is a fully narrative and fully produced in the style of like an old radio play pirate podcast, where we also live play the game 7th Sea by Chaos Mink. It's a good time.
Delightful. Lanta.
Hi, everyone. I'm less interesting. My name is Lanta. My pronouns are she, her. You guys can find me all over the internet at Lanta Fanta. Yeah, I'm doing a couple things at the moment. I'm also recording an audiobook, so that's going to be really exciting.
Ooh.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Lanta
Back
also
to
has
Sarah.
a Twitch.
Good stuff.
Lanta
Hi.
also has a Twitch where she does live
does.
drawings.
Correct.
Of cursed art. It's really
I'm
bad.
going to promote you because you are bad at doing it for yourself.
It's really delightful. She says bad.
It's a good time.
I say delightful.
I
We're not sure.
agree with Sarah.
All right. My friends at the table, you have two stats, lover and fighter. They both start at a 3. It's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime that you would be doing something that you would be using charm or persuasion to get your way, you're going to roll your lover stat. Anytime that you would draw your sword or resort to fisticuffs or otherwise engage in feats of physical prowess, you are going to roll your fighter stat. You are always looking for the number to be beneath the number that your stat is.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling low is great in this game. So if you have any of your D6s that are generally banished because they roll poorly, that's the one you want.
Like altered carbon.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
You also have the option your stats are going to change a little bit throughout this particular game. Whenever your plan goes off without a hitch, you're going to add 1 point to lever, and you subtract it from fighter. And when you encounter unexpected difficulty, you add 1 to fighter and you subtract it from lever. When things are going good, you're a lever. When things are going bad, you're a fighter. Does that make sense?
Yes.
For my ups and my downs? If either of your stats ever reach a 6, you die in tragic and extravagant fashion.
Awesome.
Either by a physical fight or having perhaps a spurned lover come and kill you.
Out of nowhere. I love that they just have the potentiality to appear from the mist.
Correct.
Chandelier.
Just
Yeah,
you never
exactly.
definitely could be a chandelier.
Yes.
And you have the option to shift a point from fighter to lever or the other way around by either undertaking a romantic dalliance or brooding handsomely about how difficult your life is, preferably on a balcony.
Ooh.
I love this so much already.
So you have the option, and I'm trusting you to keep track of where you're at. So if anybody reaches that 6, you let me know. We will give you the most spectacular death scene ever. Let's roll up your characters. It's very simple. First, we're going to get you a descriptor. I need everybody to roll a d6 for me.
3.
All right. Yang, you are, let's see what you are. You are ostentatious.
I got a 1.
Great word.
Oh,
I also
Lanta,
I got
you
a
are,
3.
hold. Lanta, you are amorous.
Oh, okay.
We're going to shift you so that we don't double up, Patrick.
Yeah,
So-
I rolled a 3 and then a 1 when I heard that Yang had rolled a 3. So I'm gonna roll one more time.
One more.
That's a 2.
You are cynical.
Very good.
We're gonna let you roll this next one first, since you had to re-roll twice.
Sure. That is also a 2.
Okay. So Patrick, you are noble-blooded, and that gives you the skill etiquette. So anytime that you feel like you can insert etiquette into a role that you are doing, you will add an additional d6, and then you can, if that one rolls better, you get to keep that one. Lansa, roll
Got
me
another 1.
a 1, another 1. You are scandalous.
Oh.
Whoa.
Scandal.
Amorous. It's scandalous.
And that means that your skill is scandal. So you can
Like
add
spreading scandals, or
seems to be creating
Okay.
scandals.
Awesome.
love him.
All right, Yang.
4.
4. Your noteworthy feature is bon vivant. And the skill it gives you is carousing.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I was gonna say I don't know what bon vivant means.
Sort of joy of life a bit, like
Ooh.
good life.
Pardon
So,
my French, but can you pardon my French?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we need one more roll of a d6 from each of you.
Lanta should go first.
Lanta should go first. A 5. You are a thief.
Oh god, I'm a thief.
You're an amorous, scandalous thief.
Love it.
That's awesome.
No one sees me coming.
Like people write trilogies of books about you.
It's true.
Yes.
All right, who's next?
I go next.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go next.
1.
You are
It's
a
my turn to
sword
roll.
fighter.
Vulgar carousing sword fighter. Got it.
I mean, that
Love
sounds
it.
good. And Patrick,
I got a 6.
you're a smuggler.
Ooh, very good.
A noble-blooded smuggler. Interesting.
Love it.
Also, for flavor, it suggests that you note down the type of fancy hat you are wearing. the name of your sword, and your preferred kiss. Be as descriptive as you'd like. I'm sure it'll come into play. And then you just need names.
Trying
Something.
to think of
Something very,
of different hats.
Name of different hats.
Yes.
All I can think of is like Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
You can just describe it if you want.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to, you don't have to like have the exact name for it if that would be better for you.
I'm gonna have one of those big musketeer hats that are pinned up on the side with
Oh yes, big
coming out of
feather.
it. Yep.
And a Carmen Sandiego hat. Very wide brimmed, you can hide beneath. And Yang, what does your hat look like?
Oh, I was just thinking of that. I actually got the other 3 parts down, but let's say it's like a knight's helm, but it's got like 2 little like bands around the side for drink holders. Because I love carousing and I'm like down and ready to carouse like anytime.
Yeah, no, this is perfect.
Ye old sip hat. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have names for our rollicking band here?
So far I've got McLover. That's what I'm gonna call my
McLover. That's perfect.
McLover.
Sounds right. You can't all be, or are you all McLover? Are you triplets?
What's my name?
That would
Lanta?
be
Is that what I
incredible.
Clever. Oh my god, I kind of I'm gonna look at my dog. No, I don't want to be you. Nah, it's a cool name though. Nah, okay, no, it's all good. I'm kind of stuck with Emerald.
Emerald.
Mhm.
I like it.
I'm gonna look at my cat
Uh-huh.
and go with Milo.
All right.
With
Aw.
what? Maya?
Milo.
Milo.
Yep.
Correct.
Milo Vestron. Okay.
Oh. Perfect. Hello, puppy.
Oh.
My sword's name, however, is the Rocinante,
That makes sense.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
my fighter.
So, the 3 of you have been tasked with rescuing your sword fighting mentor,
Ooh.
the woman who taught the 3 of you all of your skills, has been whisked away by the Baron and held somewhere at this masked ball. Are you who has tasked you of your own choosing? Has it been, is it the crown? Is it a personal thing? Have you been challenged? Why are you going to go rescue this person?
For McLover, it is definitely a personal vendetta. Nobody messes with McLover and his sword, Knob Guzzler. And Knob is short for noble because of
Wow.
all the nobles that he has vendettas against
Wow,
that he
yeah.
slays
Mhm.
and whose souls get taken by the sword.
Wow.
I've realized that a lot of people want to get this person. So within Emerald's kind of true fashion, I want to get to this person and kind of take them before anyone else gets them.
Sure, yeah. Are you in the wrong place? Go ahead, Patrick.
Yep. Nope. That sounds good to me. Sorry. completely lost track of my thought. Yeah. Mild revenge, but only mild.
Mild,
revenge.
only mild
So
against the
Yeah.
Baron. That's fair.
Yes.
Vendetta. Vendetta.
So, I rolled all the things up. You are attending this masked ball, which this year is being held in a haunted ship. It's notoriously haunted. People generally steer clear of it, but the Baron is very fancy. And so, you know how sometimes like very fancy people like to sort of flirt with the supernatural. And so he's holding his ball here at the haunted ship. And you all know that he is outwardly very charitable and kind, but he has sort of a stranglehold on everything, commerce and politics and everything that is happening in your particular kingdom. Also, I rolled the setting inaccurate historical, which means I can just put in whatever I want, which I'm very excited about. We'll see what happens. There are some security measures in place. Would you like to do something to try to like case the joint, or are we just going in?
Yeah. I would love to see if I could potentially like romance one of the guards or something along those lines, convince them to let us in as if we were on the list.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're there like at the start.
Sure, why not? Best entrance is walking up into the front door.
Perfect.
Best entrance is
Exactly what I was
one.
thinking.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. There are two heavily armed guards out front. Like wicked scar across one of their eyes. They don't look terribly friendly. They have been put in like very nice clothes, but they don't look comfortable in the clothes. It looks like when you put an outfit on a dog.
Yeah. Very good.
Like,
It
oh,
can be either adorable
or horrific. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, somebody needs to call somebody because cruelty.
Yeah. So there are two of them out front. Like they're not hiding their weapons. They have these like very fancy clothes on, but then their weapons are just like a bunch of them just strapped all over the place and big scowls. What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to go and look at the bigger of the two, if there is such a one.
Yeah.
And I am going to saunter right up to him, arms wide. Hello there, big boy. How are we doing today?
Invitation.
Oh, darling. I am Milo Vestrin of the famed Vestrins. My invitation comes with my name. Or perhaps a favor to you.
I'm supposed to collect the invitations. I have a list. It's a list.
Oh,
I'm supposed
sweetie,
to.
you're doing such a lovely job as well. But you understand that there are certain people who may have lost their invitations.
You can't come in without an invitation.
What
If you would
my
like to
dog ate it?
give me like some sort of seduction roll, you are welcome to.
Yes. Yeah.
So you are looking to roll below a 3 because that's where you are currently at.
Yep. Well, that's a 4.
Okay.
That was such a good look you gave him too.
So it shifts your stats accordingly.
Yeah.
You shift toward fighter and away from lover.
Got you.
He is looking a little bit more at the list. And he's, listen, you can't confuse me. You have to be on this list with an invitation. So move along.
But we are on the list. It's right there. I'm gonna like point at a random name.
That's your
Look,
name
it's
is
raining outside, and I don't think the band would be quite happy if you leave us out here.
But your name.
You don't recognize the famous Emerald? What kind of a guard are you?
The ship.
There are writings of my work. No.
And then I think Just
Roll.
point at a
Yeah.
random name, and I'm
Is-
gonna be like, actually, this is Emerald's real name right here.
Yes, I am Mark Antony the Great.
That looked. I thought that was someone else. That one's checked off. You were
No,
some.
it's
Well,
not.
then you made a mistake.
Is someone? Did you make a mistake?
No, they had the invitation. I need a roll.
Yeah.
From somebody.
I got a 1.
Oh,
On anything.
Nice. Yes.
Okay,
Nice.
so
Would that
I'm sorry.
be lover?
Were you seducing him? Yes.
I
It
think
seemed
so,
a little.
yeah.
It was sort of negging.
It
It was
Yeah, it is
was
very
a little. He's like he gets very flustered. And he's like, well,
I'm gonna like lean like really far forward to like kind of like look over. Like, oh, maybe it's right there.
Yep.
You may have
Looks
let someone
like
else
it.
in.
Yeah, that's definitely you. Thank you.
Correct.
Go ahead. Go in.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And my good fellow, I may not be able to confuse you, but if you were confused, that might be worth thinking about. And I'll blow him a kiss as I walk in.
He just looks puzzled. Perhaps he is going home to rethink his life. I don't really know.
His life, his sexuality,
No,
his
no.
choices.
His everything, his viewpoint,
Yeah.
everything.
That is the goal.
He wishes he let you into the party and just accepted your deal.
Why didn't I do this? So you go up the gangplank. You head onto the ship itself. The ship is disconcerting. Like it looks like they really have leaned into this haunted aspect. And so they've done a lot of like picture like Party City Halloween, right? So there's like skeletons hanging up and there's like weird cobwebby things and like, giant spider webs that are like made out of rope. Like there's really big things. But then if you look closer, like underneath, the rest of the ship is like actually spooky. There's like missing bits of the deck and like cold spots that cannot be explained that you walk through. Everything's not quite the right color. Like you feel like it should be like a little bit richer, and everything's sort of like it looks like it has this like strange like filter. So you're almost like you're looking through water a little bit. It's not a comfortable place to be. And there are a lot of people here already trying very hard to look comfortable, and probably
Failing.
Probably it's helping that there's also a lot of free flowing booze. So people are very tipsy.
Ooh, my kind of place.
Do
Indeed.
you think the
Did
Baron's ever
this.
heard of the term putting a hat on a hat?
I don't.
No,
The hat on this place.
I hate the Baron, but he knows how to throw a good party. I hate
That's
that
true,
I'm kind
isn't
of
it?
impressed by him.
It's rather unfortunate that the ones who are usually the best at throwing affairs are, well, the worst ones that you would want to see there.
Yeah, we still gotta kill him. You're right.
That's the
Maybe we can-
takeaway. Yep, that's the one.
That's the Absolutely. I have
We
here in
can
my notes, kill the Baron
Participate
for
in the
sure.
festivities first.
So are you seeking out the Baron? What are you doing? 'Cause it seems like one of you is very clear on your objective.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go look for any sort of hidden rooms to see where our sword master might be.
Okay.
Where our teacher is.
All right. Well, so you can go below decks.
Mm-hmm.
There are also like sort of tenty things set up around as like, so that there's areas where you can go to have sort of more private situations scattered throughout the deck itself. So do you want to stay up here or do you want to go down into the bowels of the ship?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Do we want to stay in party time or go to spooky place? Let's go to spooky place. Why
Spooky
not?
place.
Spooky place.
Are you all
Let's do
going,
it.
or are we splitting?
I kind of see like a bit of a dance floor kind of happening, and
Mm.
I'm like, look, I will run as a distraction. As I kind of like start to slowly glide my way into this kind of masquerade kind of dance pit.
Perfect.
It's a mosh pit in the middle of like a fancy ball.
Just like two
Yeah.
Just
steps,
starting it. So the area that you have, the area that you have mistook for a dance floor is not
Mistook.
technically a dance floor. It is the area that the Baron will be doing his like thank you so much for coming to the party openings speech that they had set up.
This place is really no, we're not dancing. No, okay.
No? Well, I mean, you are.
Yeah, you
And
do
you-
see like
And you are like attracting a crowd. Actually, give me a lever roll to see what sort of attraction happens at this moment. Like how much are you drawing
I think
in?
the two.
This is 2. And you were, where are you at with your lever?
I am now that after that one, I am a 5.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
You are attracting a lot of attention, like a lot of it. Like people are flocking over, and you hear some sort of like murmurs in the
over at the
crowd
other
about
2.
like the entertainment this year much better than last year's entertainment. This is
course.
wonderful. I like this. This is great. A
I
couple
look
of
over at
them
the other 2, and I'm like waving at them. I'm like, no distract. Like
a couple of them
Time to
are
go.
putting some coins down as tips, you think maybe?
I mean, I'm not against this. That could help later.
All right. So McLover and Milo heading below decks. Okay. I would like a fighter roll from each of you
All right.
to see if you can like sort of get your way down there.
That's 5.
Yay. There's a 1.
Nice.
Everybody shift your stats accordingly. Milo, this is like second nature to you. You, my dear, excellent at going down into dark holes.
So wait, since I rolled well on the fighter, does that mean I move more towards fighter or
Nope. Anytime
Okay.
things go well, you move towards lever.
Cool.
Anytime things go poorly, you move towards fighter.
Excellent.
So yeah, you're great at this. You head below decks, no problem. No one sees you. McLover, you had a bit of an issue.
Oh, happens all the time.
You were perhaps distracted a bit as well by Emerald and her dancing, and you trip and you make a very loud sort of squeal as you are rolling down into the depths of the ship,
Oh.
and it
It's gonna-
attracts some attention.
Watching McLover like roll down the stairs. Brr, 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 boom. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, the drinks are still fine. Don't worry.
The light from above is it's kind of blocked out a little bit, and directly behind you is another very large, heavily armed guard.
Oh dear.
And he reaches down, grabs you by the shoulders, and says, "I don't think you're supposed to be here, friend."
Oh, yes, fine fellow. Sorry. My friend's a bit, well, you see his hat. We were just attempting to find the restroom. I was wondering if you might know where we could help him relieve himself.
When there's
Theoretically, not a...
nobody's supposed to be down here. There's stuff set up.
Oh. I
Upstairs.
assume this was sort of part of the attraction. To be fair, this looks far scarier than the rope spider webs, was it?
I didn't make them.
Oh, well.
I assumed it was just giant spiders that made spider webs. Is that where rope
Right.
comes from? Do we not?
That's... No.
Is this where I could just like punch this guard out? while he's distracted and thinking about
Please do.
facts of nature.
Yeah.
All right,
Give me
let's
a-
go.
Give
Fighter
Give me a
roll.
fighter roll.
I'm running interference, but you do whatever you want.
2. Let's
Honestly,
go.
He, in the middle of attempting to understand that the giant spider web did not come from a giant spider, and that's not where we get ropes from. Where are you punching him?
Maybe like just on the jaw, across the jaw.
Just rock him real good. Just like so good. And he sort of does that thing where his eyes cross and he stands for a moment and then just like slides out of frame. Just and then
just
down
do,
and is out.
the lean over
Yeah.
with McLover and just turn to him and go, "Thank you so much. I had no idea how to explain to him the intricacies of rope threading."
Anytime, friend. And then McLover like drinks one of the drinks in his hat and then puts the bottle down next to the guard, like to try to make it look like in the guard's hand to make it look like maybe he drank himself into his
Oh.
stupor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
nice.
probably that's where he got that bruise, I would bet. Drinking gives me a bruise every time.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe he'll put his a fist underneath his chin. Like,
Like he punched himself.
I don't know.
Yes. That seems perfect. And nothing could go wrong with this plan.
No, nothing.
You can't hit me. Only I can hit me.
Why are you hitting yourself?
All right.
Oh, incredible.
You've taken care
There's
of
no
the start.
genius stat.
Yeah,
Beautiful. That's
sorry.
great.
Where to next? Emerald, are you staying up top? Are you gonna come join? What's your plan?
I think after noticing that they've disappeared,
Mhm.
what I'm gonna do? Oh my gosh, give me a second. Let me get rid of her.
While that's
No
happening,
dogs were hurt in the filming of this episode.
can we look around to see if there are any either like chained up doors or places that are obviously like trying to be hidden or kept away
Yeah.
from?
So this is like very hard to see. The darkness is kind of unnatural.
Hmm.
It's like how in a dream you can only see a couple feet in front of you.
Ooh.
That's it. Like
Ooh, spooky.
yeah, you can't really see. And
Hmm.
even like as you are stepping away from the stairway that leads down in, like the further you get away from that, it almost sort of like pinholes back behind you. Like you almost can't, you stop being able to really see what's around you.
McLover, I don't think this is your normal everyday darkness. This seems
Milo.
more.
Do you happen to know if, like, there's a magician under the employ of the Baron?
Not that I was immediately aware of, but I'm beginning to think there might be. That's terrifying.
All right, well, we're
Yeah.
gonna leave that as a button and go back up to Emerald. What's going on over there?
Like seeing like there's lots of people that are gathering, I'm kind of gonna look around to see whether or not they've kind of disappeared. And kind of upon noticing that they're gone, seeing Mick Lover take out a guard, I'll be like, cool, and like try to like dance out of the situation and being like, no, you should keep dancing, yes, please dance for me, as I like kind of try to make an out, making my way down the stairs. Is the Baron here?
The Baron, you have not seen the Baron yet.
Okay.
Here is my question. This is going to be a roll for you, and it's going to be a lover roll because that is how you have described the situation. If you succeed at this, you are gonna die. So you can either try to fight your way out of the situation, or you can take a beat and shift your stats by staring broodingly.
I might do that. I might just like, there's just like this part in the music where everything kind of drops down.
Mm-hmm.
And like flitters of memories of like
Mm.
previous balls and everything kind of dance on my memory.
Yeah.
being here with, my previous partner in crime, Diego, before they were brutally murdered.
Oh.
And it's just kind of the ecstasy of the night is brought down just a little bit more, as like this sadness kind of dances around.
Yeah, we shift into slow-mo a little bit, or like where you are sort of frozen in place and everybody else is moving at a strange time, so it seems a little strained, and they're kind of swirling around you. It's very cinematic. It looks dope. Everybody loves it. And it has shifted your stats.
Perfect. I will then use lover on that one.
Use
to
lover.
get out of there.
Try to get out.
That's a 6, so it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Which
you
is
only
great for
rolled.
me 'cause
You
there's
only
shift
rolled
back,
one
but-
die,
good.
correct?
Correct.
All right. So there is a note here that if all of the dice
Oh.
roll that you roll show a 6, that something unpredictable has happened.
Oh.
So shift your stats toward
Mhm,
fighter.
mhm. Cool.
And the unpredictable thing that happens is, as you're trying to get out, you run directly into the Baron.
Oh.
And he says, I don't remember inviting you here. Sips his drink.
Why do you believe you did invite me here? Do you not remember me?
Oh,
Like,
I
gonna grab a
remember
finger
you.
and like kind of brush his cheek with the back of my hand.
He remembers exactly who you are. As a matter of fact, you have tried to rob him before. So
It's like we have this back and forth where I just keep trying to steal stuff from him. Doesn't usually go well. Sometimes it does.
It does not go well. He gestures over his shoulder, and a very large guard picks you up and starts walking you to the bowels of the ship.
Down.
And you
down.
and you hear, put her in with the snakes. That'll be fine.
You put me under the snakes? You know I'm worth much more than this. I'll see you in this. I'll put you in the snakes.
You're
As I'm
just
like literally,
yeah, just like
You and this
over the.
I'll remember
this snakes.
I'll steal your precious little cargoes that you're hiding here. You watch me.
And then you
Very
couldn't
good.
quite hear what was said, but everybody on the deck starts kind of nervously laughing.
I was the best dancer here, don't you forget it.
He takes you down, and the darkness sort of closes around you. And then you hear a creak, and then you get tossed roughly into a room, and you hear something slam behind you.
Well, that's just rude.
You are in what can only be described as a room full of lots of snakes.
Oh.
As advertised.
It's one of the security measures that I rolled up was lots of snakes.
Say what you will about the Baron. He's very blunt.
Very blunt.
Good with his snakes.
Says what he means. He means what he says.
Okay. We are in a
No
bit
metaphors.
of a pickle here. Hello?
Did we hear perchance her being brought downstairs and being tossed into the room with the snakes?
Yeah,
or into a room?
Your friend Emerald, not quiet. For a thief, very loud.
Never go quiet.
So
Imagine
yeah,
as they're
you
walking by, McLover and Milo are just kind of like in the darkness. Just
Yeah.
like, oh dear.
Yeah.
You follow my foot like the trudging
Yeah,
of this
exactly.
from the ground.
Is that hissing I hear, Milo?
I don't like that.
No.
Are you a fan of snakes?
Not particularly, are you?
Me neither. I was hoping one of us might be.
Oh, if only one of us loves snakes. Well, I guess Emerald's dead. Bye.
I'm actually gonna sit on the ground. And I feel like Emerald doesn't necessarily plan for these situations. However,
What?
I'm gonna like sit on the ground. I know I weird, right? I'm gonna sit on the ground. She has like a little bit of like a thieves tools kind of around her, like kind of underneath on like a garter under her on her thigh.
Yeah, of course.
And she's gonna like pull out like a harmonica or like a pan flute. She's gonna like sit down with the snakes.
Classic
like,
thieves tool, the pan
all right,
flute.
all right.
Absolutely.
like looking at all of them. She's like,
Depends on the
come
guild, I
here,
guess.
come here. And she's gonna like play like a little tune to try to chill the snakes out a little
Okay,
bit.
so we are charming the snakes. That is
Yes.
that is definitely a lover roll,
Perfect.
which should be at a 4 now.
Everything's back to 3s.
Everything's back
Apart
to-
from now. That's a 5.
Okay. Hey,
Oh shit.
it's not working.
Oh,
Those
come
snakes
on.
hate what you are playing. Perhaps someone with a pan flute in the past killed their father or something, because boy, they are pissed.
I'm so sorry.
They are
Yeah,
like
no, I give it to you.
swarming you and definitely biting you a lot.
Oh
This is,
no!
painful. Help!
Yeah.
This is too
is
much.
getting hotter.
I think we're gonna start
Milo?
rushing towards the room with the snakes.
Like gonna
and
try to
just
like climb
burst
up
open
on the door, like
Yeah,
hang
crack
from
open
the
the door.
ceiling or something.
Okay, so the door is locked from the
Hmm.
but
Open
from
this
the
door right
outside, but you
now.
don't have a
Yeah.
key.
But
There's like
open it.
there's some chains situation happening. There is a
Right.
like a lock that once you get up next to it you can see.
Got you.
But you do not have a key for
That
said lock.
opens this door.
We
Milo. Clever.
can we kick
Just
open the
right now.
door? Can we
You
like
can
try to
kick
force
open
it
the
open?
door.
You can give it a shot.
All right, let's do it. I assume that's a fighter roll.
Feels like
Oh
a
my
fighter
God.
roll, unless you are trying to seduce the door open.
I was going
my
to
God.
say, what if we like were twerking against the door so hard that we busted it down with our butts? That seems like a seduction of the door.
Okay, well,
Just
first I want to
saying.
see what happened with the fighter. Feels
Okay.
like it went poorly.
Yeah, either way, I rolled a 6. So
Oh,
Okay.
good game, friends.
Oh, now the Baron is
Okay.
down here.
What are you doing, twerking against me?
that's my door for twerking. How dare you? You.
a single-use twerking door, no double twerking on the door at the same time.
So you go to kick it, try to kick it open heroically, and you kick the chain, and it breaks your foot.
Oh, oh no! Ah! Oh dear!
Well, I'm never gonna dance again. Milo.
It's all right. Guilty
I
feet.
may not be
Not-
guilty, but
Got
they have
no
a rhythm.
rhythm.
We can do it, please. Hurry up. Get me out of here.
It's all right. I'm going to try something I've never tried before.
Oh no.
I'm going to twerk it out.
Oh no.
Oh, Milo, not the forbidden dance. You
Not
know
the
what happened
dance.
last time you tried to twerk it out.
I must, McLover. There's no other way.
Milo, your sacrifice is too great.
Did you all?
Oh no.
A 2.
Oh, excellent.
It worked.
Oh thank God.
Listen, I need you to know that like your hips do not lie.
No.
And you have twerked against that lock, and it just like clicked open for you. I don't know what it was, but it just was like, listen, I'm in on this. This is great. And it just
Milo.
like clicks open, and then the chains like slither down. It feels like you're, and then there's a breeze for some reason. I don't know. It's like there's like a White Snake video happening,
Appropriate, considering what the room is full of. All
and
right.
then the
Milo.
door swings open, and just like a heap
McLover.
of snakes just like
I've
fall
done
out.
it.
You said you weren't good with magic. You said you didn't have any magic, but clearly that's wrong.
Milo
That
looks
was
at his ass
Right?
with wide-eyed wonder, like, my butt is magic. I have
Magic butt.
sorcery in these buns.
Yeah.
But also now, a heap of snakes on you.
We need
Oh
to
dear.
move. This is not good. We need to move.
This
We
is
need
not
to go.
good. Yep. So
Yeah, I grab like a snake and just like throw it back and try to throw it back.
Yeah.
It's like just tossing snakes over your shoulder.
Gets it off, gets it off, gets it off. Oh, my skin is crawling, gets it
I'm
off.
gonna pull out my sword, Vagabond James,
Oh,
and
yes.
start stabbing snakes in the air and creating like trying to like curl them around the sword.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then
Like, yep,
this
nope,
is
this way,
definitely
this way.
a fighter roll.
Let's use this one.
Rosie agrees with me.
One. This
Okay.
is
Oh, nice.
Okay.
You.
so where am I now? Because I got a 2 for the previous one, and then I got a 1 for this. I was at all
So you
3.
succeeded.
So you're
succeeded at a lover
you're at
and
5
then-
lever,
Okay.
and it scoots you down. 1 fighter.
Got you. Oh, dear.
Yeah. So with your stats in mind, everyone, you've vanquished the snakes.
Yeah.
You are down in the bowels of the ship. One of you has a broken foot. One of you has a magic ass. Tell me, what is it? Do we need to take a moment with your stats to like to brood or engage in some sort of amorous behavior?
Oh, there's so many good options here.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, I definitely have some ideas, but I don't know.
I want to
Lanto.
hear your ideas.
Well,
Where are you at?
McLover or who?
McLover, where are your stats at?
4 fighter, 2 lover.
Okay. Not too bad, but if you wanted to even them
Mm.
back out to 3 and 3, you would need to do something amorous.
Yeah, I think he's fine with that for now because I'm not sure there's anything around him besides dead snakes, and so like he's
Fair.
not getting any real amorous ideas for now.
Oh, sure.
I think
But-
for Milo.
But I have to say that there's also like something amorous it could be like you could dash off a love note to someone or something of that nature. Could also work for amorous. It doesn't necessarily have to be, everybody's love languages are different, Maybe
Okay.
you're doing an act of service. Maybe like you're clearing dead snakes away from your friend. Like you tell me if you can
Oh, I
convince
see.
me that it is it is for love, I can make that happen. While you think. What about you,
What
Milo?
about self-love? Okay, never mind.
Whoa.
Anyways. No, not that kind of self-love. I was thinking like I have a broken foot. We've got a bunch of dead snakes. Like I could potentially
You can like
try to make a sling or something out of the dead snakes. But
to like help
I
your
don't-
foot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe pull
But
out
that's
some
sort of
essential
self-care.
oils and
Listen,
everything like
it's
that.
weird. And I'm gonna allow it
Excellent.
because it's weird. Now you got dead snakes on your feet. I don't know if it's gonna help, but you feel better. You feel more centered.
Yeah.
Milo,
Maybe this
you
snake venom is
you got
particularly,
got some issues going on over there, Milo. You're very
Milo-
shifted.
Yeah. Milo is going to think back to the rest of the Vestrans and
Hmm,
his noble family.
yes.
And the reason that his family was noble is because all of them had a certain part of them that was magical. His brother's arm was magical. His sister's nose was magical. His father's ears,
Mm-hmm.
his mother's knees.
Yeah.
But never Milo. The gift was not bestowed upon him. And so he went through his entire life, forsook his family, became a smuggler because he was the one non-magical person in his family who did not have a magical body part. And now
How?
he has gained a magic ass. And he is thinking, how can I face my family again?
Hmm.
How can I tell them, mother, father, all along I've had the gift and yet you spurned me.
Hmm. Yeah.
How Can we repair our relationship? And he's
Is Milo saying this out loud like a monologue? To
Oh yes, absolutely. Milo is doing a full like soliloquy to the audience, but it's just a wall.
But it's just magical
no
darkness
audience.
that you're
Yeah, exactly.
and dead snakes.
It's just like
Milo,
imagines
look
an
over
audience
Milo
in front of
to
him.
see if there was any snakes that may have bitten Milo to cause this.
So, he's lost it.
He's like
He's
mildly
lost it.
There we
hallucinating.
go again.
Yeah.
McLover takes the snake from Emerald's arm and like continues to wrap it around his foot. And make a sling.
Thank you. Yes, this was quite painful.
Turning them into like different fashion accessories. It's like,
Yeah.
looking pretty good.
Looking nice.
Snake skin.
Does Emerald, do you need to adjust your stats, or are you good?
Like look down at the snakes,
Uh-oh.
and I like pull another one off my arm and I pass it over to McLover.
Oh, thank you.
As I'm just like, I just like look off. I feel like Richmond from IT Crowd that just like looks off, and this like entire thing kind of plays. So like it kind of like fades out to like when I was growing up and I had this pet snake that was like my best friend, and we would go everywhere together. And then I was, went everywhere with this snake, and then I got cold one winter. Too cold. And the snake, I didn't know what hibernation was, but the snake went into hibernation and I thought the snake had died. So my mother made a stew out of it. And it was an entire thing that I am still trying to overcome today. But being thrown into a cage with snakes has made me realize that I still have a love for snakes, even though they can hurt sometimes.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You also may have a touch of snake venom in you at the moment. Just a touch. You got bit a whole lot. You have like a couple of weird swellings kind of everywhere. So
That's what's not there before. Oof. Okay.
Maybe
Surprise.
McLover sees like the bite, and so he takes one of the snakes and like ties a tourniquet like above the arm where it is, and just like pulls it real tight. Slow the venom down.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Are you also saying that out loud?
Yes.
Are you also telling this story?
Everyone is having their own moment out
We're all
loud.
monologuing
Yeah.
to ourselves.
Just like so like there's just like this strange like so the words are floating in and out for the audience to hear. So it's like, and then she made a stew out of it, and then magical badonkadonk, and then they just have this like tie it up good, don't let the poison in.
Yeah, like sounds.
It's just very strange. It's a weird montage that probably didn't have to be a montage.
No, but it was.
But it had
It was
had a strange musical sort of eerie music underneath it. And because it's a weird, disconcerting place, I'm gonna say it's sort of like minor key circus music. But minor key. Minor. Yeah, it's slow and strange. And in fact, as you are coming to the ends of your thoughts, you realize that there is some kind of weird music playing. And then something is lighting up the darkness a little bit. And you all look off to one side towards the light, and it is it's a ghost.
Oh no. Oh dear. Okay.
I guess that's one's way to greet a hello, ghost.
It's sort of it's floating a little bit, and it looks very like it's doing something. It's not facing you, it's facing not away from you, but like, profile to you, and it's like digging in something.
Does the ghost need help? Maybe we
This is a
Need
ship,
help, the
right?
ghost?
It has the wooden planks.
It's
On the
digging in
ground.
the wood. I don't
Right.
think that's possible.
Well, we should take a look at the spot where it's digging.
That
Okay,
is a
okay,
good
you-
idea.
McLover, you go go see what's happening.
Milo is fully agreeing with
You
McLover
go.
and not moving.
Yes.
Like, it's a good
Emerald
idea.
is
We
very much the
absolutely
same.
should.
I like that you just said, "Go get her, Ray." That's great. Just Ghost is just sort of digging, burrowing at the spot in the ship.
Go get him. Go get him,
McLover approaches the ghost respectfully, like, but maybe like behind the ghost, and he wishes to peer over and like look at the spot that the ghost is digging.
You see that it is trying to dig through the bottom of the boat.
Oh, interesting. Now that I'm closer to the ghost, can I see more details about the ghost? Is it like an older person, like a young person? Is it even human?
Looks like a piratey kind of situation. Doesn't look out of place on this ship. Like, looks like you, and you can sort of see through things, but he's got like an axe in his back.
Okay.
Yes. Good.
I think I'd like to make a lover roll. So
All right. Tell me what we're doing here, buddy.
So McLover is going to saunter up to the ghost, and he's going to say, "Axe in the back. I've had that experience, metaphorically, once myself. Here." And then he takes out the other drink, and he pours a little bit on the ground. "This is for you, friend, new friend. Now, maybe I can help you dig in this spot. But you're going to have to scoot aside and let me and my friends do our business."
All right,
Give us like behind the wall, like
give me a lover roll. Let's see how we're doing. Your lover is what,
2.
4? Okay.
It's 3 now.
Okay. Good. He turns to you and gets very close to your face, and kind of like giggles in a sort of maniacal way. And it's like, "Oh, thank you, friend." And he just like floats just barely away from the spot where he was digging, which you're noticing is more damp than you would like the bottom of the boat to be.
Oh.
And then he just like stares at you.
So I think McLover will like lean over slowly and pretend to dig, but like kind of test the wood with his finger a little bit. Is it starting to feel a little wormy? Like
Oh,
a little
yeah.
soft?
It's bad.
He's gonna say, "Milo Emerald, our new ghost friend here appears to have found a vulnerable spot in the hull. And won't it be terrific if we just help him open the hole and drown everybody?
Yes.
Everybody."
Yes.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it, Emerald?
no friend. Yes, I feel like this is the best situation we've been in all day.
Sounds good.
I do love ghosts. This is great. You do realize I could probably just exit the boat, so we should lock up the doors up the top. But this would help for sure.
Oh yeah, but we have to find our instructor mentor.
Yes, we do.
Yes, the instructor mentor.
But that is a very good point, Emerald. And I'll turn to the ghost. Of course, because people could just simply run off of the boat.
Everybody just runs off.
You want them to run off, or you want them to stay here and drown?
They should stay.
They should stay. Why not? You go upstairs and get everyone to, or get all the doors locked. Maybe lock all of the doors, and then we will stay down here and we'll keep digging. And then when the time is right, kaploosh.
Kaploosh.
Everybody.
Everybody kaploosh.
Everybody kaploosh.
Everybody
Give
kaploosh.
me a roll. You are.
We also
Do you think you can use etiquette with this?
Yes,
We
I think
also
so.
Plush.
I think so. I was like, my good fellow. What is going to happen here is that everyone is going to turn to the exits and they are going to run. However, if the exits are locked and it's going to like roll out a map of the entire ship that heretofore was unheard of,
Right.
and is going to like start marking out all the exits to the go
Good.
as if writing up a battle plan.
All right. Well, then you may roll 2 d6s and take whichever
Beautiful.
one is better.
Oh, nice. Could McLover help you by like drawing a diagram of a door and then pointing out this is how a door works?
Pointing out the
And
lock.
you-
Yeah, that works.
What
I
you
love
need
that.
to do, Ghost.
This is all montages. This whole
Yeah.
this whole thing.
As
Some of them are
as Molly's,
flashback
explaining,
montages.
It's like
That's a 1 and a 4, so I think I'll take the 1.
Yeah.
Nice.
Was that
So-
fighter or that
That was a lever. That was a lever. And so he is very excited about the idea of potentially just drowning everybody.
Yeah.
And so he sort of bobs up and down excitedly, and then he gets very close. He sort of floats through all 3 of you like little ghost hug.
I do not like that.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cold.
And then he starts floating up to the top, and he says, he turns back around and he says, I can't wait to spend eternity with you all as ghosts. And then he floats
It's going
out
to
of-
be wonderful. Make sure everyone sees you so they're as scared as possible before they drown.
And then you hear he disappears. It is dark again, and you hear just chaos screaming from the deck of the ship.
He didn't do
Good.
it sneakily, but
Very
also
good.
we could just, if we open the hole big enough, we could just swim through and then out.
Oh, I imagined that as soon as people saw the ghost, they would run and get off the ship before the ghost could even close the doors. And
But
we'll
then
figure.
wouldn't that make the ghost mad at us?
Maybe we're just bad at planning. I don't know.
I mean, this was never our strong suit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I
All
either
right.
fight or I love. I'm not really a thinker.
There's no other option, really.
There was no options.
Those are the options.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe if everybody's running, then they would try to evacuate all the hostages and treasure. So this is our chance to figure out where our instructor mentor is.
They would
I
leave
agree.
them to die.
Yes.
Is there any torches or anything around?
Not that you've seen,
Mm.
but maybe.
Like, is there cargo here of any sort that we could take and use?
I mean,
was
very
gonna say-
very hard to see things, but
So
go ahead.
We've established that my butt is magical.
Your butt is
right?
magical.
Can I perchance make it glow? And could someone then toss me over their shoulder, say McLover,
Mhm.
and then just use my glowing ass to light the way?
Just
Okay,
hold you
My
for
glowing
the
glutes, if you will.
Okay. I mean, I feel like this is a lever roll to make it glow.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe McLover and Milo have practiced various like combat maneuvers in the past,
Yeah, exactly.
and this is
And
like
they're
one
all
where
strangely, they are all ass based.
There have definitely been some times where you've had to like toss me over your shoulder and like run out of a fight.
Fireman's carry,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like swashbuckling behind you, like
yeah, yeah. Carry with
But-
one arm.
But
and
But
carry
I
with
don't
one
think
arm
we
to the right side.
realized that it was all ass-based until this moment.
Until this
Right,
moment,
exactly.
everything
Serendipity.
has come together. How did
Well,
we do
I-
on that roll?
My lover is a 4 and I rolled a 3.
Okay,
So that
Then-
is a success.
that is a success. It also
Which
puts you
is-
in the danger zone.
It puts me in the danger zone, but you know what?
Oh.
We'll make it happen.
Okay, so your
Figure
ass
something
lights up. What a gentle glow. Tell me what color the glow of your glutes is.
Oh, that's a great question. I think that the left cheek is like a soft orange.
Oh,
And then the right cheek is like a almost like a neon purple. So
hmm,
it's got that
Mhm.
nice like
Yeah.
balance on the color wheel.
sure. I want you all to know that I'm sure that this is exactly what Grant was envisioning when he wrote this game.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure that's exactly what it was. I'm obviously I'm still wearing my trousers.
It's just
that
glowing
the radiance
through.
is shining through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure.
So bright.
Yeah, so bright.
Too blinding if you did not have your pants.
Yeah, so there's a
Exactly.
nice glow in front of you all now, or whichever way you have pointed.
In front of them and back of me.
Correct. Correct.
All right. Combat maneuver number 37. It is. And he
Right.
McLover will help hoist him.
Right.
Help hoist Milo on his shoulder.
Yep. I am gonna make you roll for that because your foot still broken.
Oh, darn it. You're right.
Oh, that's right. No.
Okay.
Let me try to help.
Oh.
Try to.
Oh
hold
no,
you there.
what happened?
It's a 6.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, friends.
2 things happen. First,
Okay.
First, you go to pick him up and realize your foot is broken and collapse into a heap with him on top of you with a glowing ass. And the other unexpected thing is the table that I rolled on called "But Little Do Our Heroes Know."
Oh no.
And the thing I rolled for that is there's a bear in here.
Okay.
So
Did you guys see that right?
from the darkness, you hear this sort of roar, and then just like a full size, grizzly
Right.
bear
Right.
just
What's up?
comes
Is it
tearing
a
out
bear?
toward your glowing butt.
Oh no. No, no, no.
There's a
No, no,
bear.
no, no,
There is a bear.
There's a
no.
bear.
Immediately spin around and try and
Try to hide your butt.
I try to hide my butt, but at the same time, I've got my sword out, Vagabond James, and I'm gonna try and get the sword up the bear's nose, not necessarily to hurt it,
Ooh.
but potentially to
To
send
not
it into a sneezing fit.
sure, that doesn't seem like shoving a sword up a nose would definitely not hurt.
I'm just gonna fight the bear.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a fighter.
Okay. Well, that was a 2, and my fighter's at a 1, so that.
That means you're dead. Oh
No.
no, it doesn't. Oh my
The,
gosh.
the good news is you don't
The
die.
good news is I failed.
The bad
Oh,
news
okay.
is, so it shifts your stats. The bad news is that there is a bear on top of now both of you.
Oh dear.
Emerald, you're next to it.
Hey, sweet bear. Let's gonna look at the bear and just be like, try to cup the bear's face.
Oh,
We don't need to fight. This is what they want. You're feeding into that. You know better.
Don't give in to the cycle
Come
of
on.
hatred.
Ignore the man with the glowing butt. It doesn't mean much. Please,
I know
Let's
it's a
work on this
succulent
together.
orange, but it's not honey.
get out of here.
get
We'll
out of
save
here.
you.
All right, go ahead and give me a lover roll. That's definitely very lovey, what you just did.
Oh my
A
goodness.
1.
Nice.
This bear is charmed by you.
So scared.
I mean, gets his face very close to you and sort of ends up giving you a long lick on the cheek.
Oh,
It's a very Disney princess moment.
Very kind of you, bear. Thank you. Can we please leave now? When we're taking the bear, I've decided.
The bear. Oh, you're taking the bear with you.
Bear is coming with.
Word.
My ass will lead the way.
I'm walking. And I've got the bear. What shall we name him? Is it a boy? Are you? Okay, let's go. What shall we name them?
I'm not brave enough to check.
Looks very kind. Maybe we call you kindly. Yes, I feel like
Kindly
that's
the bear.
Sort of
Yeah,
chuffs a little
kindly.
bit. Seems like a
perfect.
positive noise. Unclear. It's a bear.
It is
Hard to
Bear.
read.
All right, bear. Let's find our friend and let's get out of here. Okay. Let's go.
Seems good to me. Where are we going?
Bear, can you please?
Oh.
One more thing, Bear. Could you please carry my friend with the glowing butt? Only
Oh,
if
yes.
possible.
So I will
Please.
prop myself.
You have to
Head
ride backwards,
towards
right?
the-
On the
yeah,
bear.
yeah, exactly. I'm riding backwards on the bear. What a
Got,
time
my
to be
hand
alive.
on the bear's shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes. This sounds perfect. I don't even need a roll. You climb on top of that bear. Your ass still look
Love
low.
it.
Oh,
Lover wants to be our
can I
alpha
drag
here.
McLover onto the bear as well because he's got a broken foot?
Sure.
Take some weight off of that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
so much nicer.
because I'm not making people roll that you're like draped across,
Yeah.
like
Perfect.
like an unconscious person across a horse. Like you're just like
Yeah,
over
like a
it.
burlap
Yeah.
sack.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
And I've got like
Kindly.
my like chin on his back.
Yeah, you're just like
Yeah.
a very weird way. Like this is the strangest tableau, but Great.
Light the way,
Barely
Milo.
understand.
Maybe McLover he reaches into his back pocket and he has like a souvenir of his youth training with the instructor mentor.
yeah,
And it is like a handkerchief
Oh.
of this perfume that she like.
we are like
Love.
bloodhounding this situation.
Oh,
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So- He like tosses it to Emerald and say like, see if kindly can track the scent.
Okay, kindly. Hello. Oh, yes. I'm gonna like hold the perfume. It's probably really strong, but can you find where this smell is in here?
This
Will
is
help us get out.
definitely a roll.
Fine with that.
Feels like a lover roll if it is
Yeah. I
perfume.
feel like understandable.
Where are you?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
That is a Oh, do you want me to roll? No.
Well,
Well, what's your
fine.
lover
Where are you
stat?
as far
What's
as your
fine?
stats?
My lover stat was 4.
okay.
I just
Okay.
rolled a 4, which means it succeeds, which means it's now up to a 5.
Okay.
Okay, so
Um,
we're in the danger zone.
Yeah.
Snuffles it a little bit and starts walking. For those of you who've never ridden a bear before, it is a very strange sort of like it's not super comfortable to ride on. Like this is not an animal that was made to ride on.
For riding.
Ow.
Yeah, probably not feeling great on your foot. Probably not feeling great on your just whole self. It's kind of just like jarring you around. Taking you sort of takes a twist. Seems very strange. Walking further than you think the ship was from viewing it on the outside. Seems like you have gone like deeper into it than you should be
Than
able
it
to.
should be.
Yeah.
The ship is bigger on the inside. Why is this bear's gait so bumpy?
The bear stops in front of a door.
Okay. McLover
What
is
does he
going
stop in front of?
Where are you?
Where are we?
Get over
aim
here.
your
we
butt.
make it?
Aim
We
your
find
butt
him
that
that
way. So maybe like McLover will just slide off the bear and he's gonna like limp over to this other door and he says, "Our instructor mentor must be behind this door. By my honor, I must open this door this time." And so he's gonna take his good foot and he's gonna try to kick in this door.
Give me a fighter roll, friend.
Oh my god, I need to throw this dice away.
Did you
Guess what I
also
rolled?
did you roll another
Oh
6?
no.
Yes. Like I don't understand. I'm just gonna use a different d6.
Okay,
But
well,
I rolled a 6.
McLover has broken his other foot.
Oh,
Doors! My arch nemesis! I never
No,
told you
I
guys my
don't
tragic
think-
backstory, but as a child,
Let's go for it.
a door killed my parents.
the door killed my parents. And my 4 siblings. My entire clan.
Wiped out by a
Wiped
door.
out. Yeah. So I sworn vengeance against them ever since. I would kick in any door I saw. But unfortunately, today the door has won.
I have a weakness against the doors.
That's why I drink so much.
Tap on
Help
the
me
shoulder.
forget the pain.
To
It
forget
got
the
dark.
pain.
It got dark.
Oh god. Did it though?
Yeah, I did it again. Anyways,
Oh, incredible.
He's gonna wrap his other foot with the other snakes. Or with
more snakes. just like reach out, just find some snakes, and you're like,
We just
okay,
have
it's
a
still
surplus
alive,
of
and you're
snakes
tying them up on
now.
your foot. Like, they're fine.
Yeah. This is fine. This is fine.
This is fine. This is fine. All right.
Hello? Is there anyone inside the... Hello?
What are we
Inside,
doing
into
at the door? Are you
I'm talking to the door to see if
Talking to the
anyone's on
door.
other side. Yeah. Oh
um
my gosh, is the door gonna respond?
no, the door does not respond.
Okay.
But she had a table for that. She rolled. She had a table. She was ready.
Maybe.
Tables for everything. Tables galore. Yeah, so it's doing like you can hear something inside, but no one's calling out or anything.
All right, I have an idea. This might work.
Mhm.
I'm going to kick this door. And I'm going to
Do it for me.
3, which is a fail,
Okay.
but
Oh.
it means
Oh
my
my
stuff
God.
starts to spin back.
Oh. good.
Okay, so you
that's what I
also kick the door. You do not break your foot, but
Ah! Oh,
it just sort of like stops you. Like, huh. Okay, cool.
It is a formidable
nearly
foe.
had it. I nearly
You
had
did,
it.
Emerald. You did.
Thank you. I'm gonna look back at Milo. Milo, I know you cannot see any things right now, but maybe you need to back that ass up one
No.
more time and open this door.
It is quite all right. Doors are my chosen foe at this point, it seems. A door has unlocked the magic of my glutes, and the magic of my glutes shall be its undoing. And so
Do it
Milo's gonna
For the children.
get off kindly, and is once again going to try and twerk up against this door.
For the future of
For
the land.
future! Just like, for the future! That's a 2.
Oh, nice.
Is that a success? I don't know where your stats are. Yes?
Lover 4, fighter 2.
All right.
So I think either way a success.
So
But
you
then that puts me 5 lover, 1
yeah,
fighter,
you
right?
you twerk up to the door, and your magic butt turns the doorknob. It wasn't locked.
Oh my god.
And it just
Glover, could you not have told us that earlier?
it just
It's
Look, I
like-
told you. I fight her. I love. I don't think about things.
it just
I mean, I guess. Okay.
Sorry, I'm like broken right now.
Absolutely incredible.
so it just swings open. There you go. Door open.
Hello? Anyone in here?
There's a pin spot. You don't know
Milo
where the light
turns
is coming
around.
from, but the
Yeah.
pin spot is shining on your mentor, who is tied and gagged.
Milo gasps and then turns around towards the opening so that the light shines into the room and illuminates.
McLover then gasps, "Our mentor, instructor, are you okay?"
I never bothered to learn your name.
Whose name we have not yet learned.
But I cherished you all
That's
these
the
years.
final part of the training, is that we learn their name.
Let's
We just know
let's
them as
ungag
mentor.
them and let's
Yeah,
head out
with
of here.
Erd.
Let's get kindly out into the streets.
Wise idea.
So you head in and you untie her, and she's just trying desperately to say something as you're untying her, because I don't know why, but you chose to not untie the gag first, because that would be stupid. And and you get her feet free and her hands free, and
It's
she
okay, we're
comes up and she rips the gag away, and
Okay.
she says, "It's a trap." And the door slams behind you. Kindly
Into my
is
face, and
still
like,
outside. The three of you
Kindly
in the
no.
room. Kindly is cut
Kindly.
off from you.
Oh no.
And the light, you discover, is coming from above, and you look up and there's a circular hole, and the Baron is looking down at you. Well, it looks to me like I don't have a thief problem anymore.
You see, I don't think that is so true. You see, because I am pregnant with your child.
Oh!
Drop the bomb!
Oh!
Give me a lover roll.
Say it really loudly.
Emerald,
Yeah,
when
that
did you and the Baron? Why?
That's a 2, baby.
That is a
Nice.
success.
Puts me back to a really bad situation, but hey.
And he,
Also, the way I saw it was like, because I'm about creating scandals.
Yes.
It's like, ah!
Can both? Oh my gosh, forgot my character's name.
Milo.
Milo.
Can Milo and McLover? Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Who am
Milo
I?
and
I've been
McLover,
rocked to my
like,
core.
grab each other and have like the spotlight move from the mentor over to us,
Yeah,
casting us in
Yes.
shadow, and like arms around each other, head to head, be
Mhm.
like weeping because we feel like we still obviously like love Emerald and Emerald's our friend, but we feel betrayed.
Yeah.
And
been
brood for a little while.
Yeah. I need to take this
I'm
opportunity
using
to
this
feel better
pain.
about myself. I don't want to
Yes.
die. I mean,
exactly.
or whatever.
Feel worse about myself because I don't want to die.
I don't
Yeah,
have an
that
answer for you.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes.
So I'm going to say that the Baron levels 2 like flintlock pistols at
Oh no.
Emerald and says, "How dare you?" And then he's gonna pull that trigger.
Oh.
How did I?
Wait.
Yeah.
Milo is going to take off his hat and like frisbee whip it at one of the pistols
Okay.
and try and knock his hands into each other or at least knock one of them out of the way.
Yeah, this feels like fighter.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't use your magic ass for this.
Nope.
Yet.
5. What's a 5?
You go to rip your hat and you get like caught up with McLover and you just end up knocking both of you over onto the ground.
Oh.
Within like seeing this, I think Emerald's like contemplating so many things as her life like flashes before her eyes.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know how many times my character can brood, but you know, it just keeps happening.
At
It
least
seems
one
like
more, I'll tell you what.
looking at our
Mhm.
mentor instructor, like just there, it's just like everything kind of comes back as like, you know, the snake stew, my partner in crime dying before I met Milo and McLover, and just everything kind of just snapping into place. Like the meeting of the Baron, when our eyes first locked across a room and we noticed that we were going to be each other's enemies. It's like that weird dynamic of like enemies to lovers, but also still enemies.
Ooh.
Enemies to lovers to back to enemies.
Back to enemies, exactly.
Keeps going back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's it's quite bittersweet. As I am going to kind of look up at him, and I'm gonna try to throw my hat to block the hole. How big's the hole?
Pretty big.
It is pretty big.
I mean, maybe you've been wearing
I'm
a
gonna
huge
try to
hat this
throw
whole
the
time.
hat. Yeah, I'm gonna try to throw the hat at him as a distraction then.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's a fighter roll.
Yeah, cool.
You got this. You can do this. I believe in you.
That is a 1, which
Yeah!
right, but I
But-
brooded,
Oh.
So it brought you back.
brought me back, which then put me back up.
Okay. It is a distraction. And in fact,
Oh no.
it distracted enough that your mentor throws herself in front of you, takes both shots to the chest.
Dr. Mental. Oh.
And she falls back into your arms after you have thrown the hat up, and she's coughing and bleeding and sort of collapsing. All of her weight has fallen back onto you now.
I'm gonna press one of the snakes into the wounds. Try to stop the blood.
Extra. Maybe this snake has some sort of healing property. Anti-bullet snake.
Anti-bullet snake. Quick, snake! Bite out the bullet. Like,
How
just
did
pull
you
it out of
end
the
up
wound. It'll
here?
be fine.
The
Why did
rare
you put yourself in
anti-bullet
this
snake.
situation? Look at the other two as they kind of stagger up.
Yeah.
Help.
And he
Lover, like crawls up.
everything's broken. Why do I keep breaking all my limbs? And she looks up at you, and she puts one hand on your cheek, Emerald, and it's all bloody and weak, and she says, they took me because they wanted to trap you. And then her hand falls and she dies.
I'm so sorry, our mentor instructor.
Still don't know your
failed you.
name.
Failed you.
We'll
We
never
never learned.
know.
We'll never get that final lesson.
Is the hole
Like,
still
look
open?
up,
Still open.
And the
teary-eyed.
Baron's still there? Oh, wait.
Still there. He looks pretty pleased with himself, as a matter of fact.
How could you do this?
I am
You're a monster.
excellent at shooting guns. Excellent.
I feel like that's not a hard skill to learn.
Tried to hit a woman with your unborn child? What kind of monster are you?
It can't be my child because I'm Baron. It's in the name. I can't.
Oh!
I thought it was
Like,
a
I
title.
really thought it was a title.
I mean, it's
Realize
both.
miracles
like,
happen,
it's-
right?
I
And
That's-
Baron.
Baron.
I mean, it's both my first and last name and what I am and my title. I don't.
Name. This is a lot. But what is
Well,
in a name?
Soon you're gonna be the dead Baron. And then McLover is going to pull his sword knob guzzler and then throw it at the Baron.
Give me a. Wait,
before
wait,
he
don't
thro-
roll yet. Wait, he says.
Before you throw, I'm going to grab you around the waist and be like, no, friend, this is something you have to do with sword in hand. And I'm going to throw.
Love it.
Can we both make rolls? Is that a thing?
Yep.
Yeah, this is combat maneuver number 62.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, the final
We've
countdown
practiced this.
definitely playing.
Yes. Please be good. Oh, 2. Nice.
1.
Nice.
Okay. So you throw it. You find strength within yourself that you didn't know you had. I think perhaps you are throwing from the ass.
Yes, no, we're
Absolutely.
There's
we're
a
using
squat.
the
There's a
glutes.
deep
Like,
squat.
Squat
And then
down
you toss. Yeah. And you flying, like, your aim is true, and you impale the Baron through his chest, and it comes out the back just like shink cleanly, just all the way through. However, he was standing at the edge of the hole, and you connect and then fall backward.
Wait. So for a moment, just like that perfect moment of contact.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like he wants to
in
say his
the- in the
catchphrase.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. He's like, you've been guzzled. Sorry.
Wow.
You've been guzzled, noble.
Incredible.
He takes a moment and he kind of laughs a little and he's like, that was a good one. And then he dies. But he's a big dude and he's heavy and you have 2 broken feet and you can't stand up. So
Ooh.
you topple back and you are now falling.
If I try to catch them,
I would love for
Yeah.
you to try to catch them.
I was
want
thinking also like
nothing
twist
more.
over and fall onto
Listen.
the Baron.
I got a 5, which is an instant fail.
Ooh.
So that kind of shifts my stats. But that's fine, because then that means they're gonna fall onto me, hopefully. So and
Yeah.
then they fall like rose.
Yeah.
Oh,
They fall in front of you. And you're like, I've got you. Oh.
I don't have you. I'm so sorry. I thought I did. You okay, sir?
Oh, now my right arm is broken too, but don't worry, I still got my left arm. We're still okay.
I like that
Let's
I
get
did
out
not
of
have
here.
to give that one to you. You took it yourself. I appreciate that. You are now. So you're on this ship, this haunted ship.
Mm,
The person you came to rescue,
He's dead.
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 You are inside a locked room in the bowels of a haunted ship. You've just killed the dude who's in charge of the ship.
I think we may have messed up a little bit.
I think that's maybe the title of this episode.
I might have done this out of order.
Mm,
Yeah.
but we've all had some personal epiphanies that allow us to move forward in our lives.
I don't
He
think
says-
I've rooted this much in real life. ever.
His mangled, like, broken body. He's like, I feel good about
Yeah.
me.
You killed your mortal enemy. I found out my butt is magic. Emerald's pregnant, apparently. Where on earth did that come from?
Look, I
Yeah.
do not question it. I just feel it.
Divine providence.
Correct?
This is an unconfirmed pregnancy, everyone.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's not.
Just
Completely,
feels.
completely unconfirmed. But you
this
know
is
what?
correct.
Milo believes it with his whole chest.
With his whole butt.
With his whole butt.
Whole
Milo
butt, yes.
believes.
Oh, does that mean your child will inherit the Baron's fortune?
Potentially. But also, does this mean that my child would be barren? Barren?
Oh my god.
We have so many questions. I do not know if I can
It's
answer
so
all of them right
Science.
now. I'm gonna like knock on the door.
Questions
Like,
for later.
kindly, can you let us out, please?
Kindly. So there's a little bit of quiet. Let's see. Yeah. And then the door just like shatters inward. And
Yes.
the bear comes in a little too big for the door frame. So
Okay.
like
We-
kind of like
We're coming out. We're coming out.
Breaking
It's okay.
thing.
It's all right. It's okay.
I'm
I'm sorry. I should have explained that.
sort of stuck halfway through for a moment and then has to like try to back up
Back
but is
out.
having a hard time, like looks, has the good graces to look a little bit embarrassed for
It's okay. You know, it happens sometimes.
chuffs
you
a
know,
few
we can get
times.
through it.
Comes out, that door is not very sturdy anymore. It's not really structurally sound, if you
Not
will.
after the twerking.
What have you
Of
done?
course.
What is this power I hold?
Shall we leave?
Leaving sounds good, yes.
Yes. Wait.
Like
Maybe
I'm
we
gonna
should
like
take
go up to
the
the
body
Baron
of
and
our-
see if there's any like treasures or anything.
We
on
looting the
Baron.
body?
I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Let's see what you found on the Baron. So he had a scroll on him. Appears to be blank, but
Okay.
unclear. And some jewels.
What about the pistols?
Yes, I mean, yeah, those. But they sort of fell out of his hand when you stabbed him, but they have fallen down
Okay.
into the room with you.
Maybe we
Two.
take the scroll and shine Milo's ass light on it.
Yeah, see if
reveals
it
anything.
I mean,
illuminates anything.
Possibly. That could help us.
Sure. So, actually, give me a roll.
Okay.
Give
Should I
me
roll? Should
a lover roll from you.
Lover
This
roll.
is because it's your ass magic. So,
that's a 4. My lover is at a 3. So alas.
yeah, no, there's definitely something on the scroll, but it's hard to make out. You can't quite figure it out.
I haven't mastered the butt magic.
You
quite
need
enough. That
more
is not
training.
right.
If only
Yeah.
your mentor had not died.
Speaking of our mentor, let's take her remains with us. It
Yes,
seems like the
agreed.
only honorable
Agreed.
thing.
Great.
Right, kindly. You're going
Maybe
to
you'll
Chuckers
find her name
unceremoniously
one
over
day.
kindly. Yeah, exactly.
Now our life goal is to figure out our
Our mentor's name.
I mean, there definitely is like I don't know if you guys ever have watched Leverage where they like flash back and show how things are made. Like this is a very fast montage of like she has said her name hundreds of times to you. Like you
God.
you definitely should know it. And yet you do not.
Yet once we bury her, the epitaph on the grave is just gonna say mentor.
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 Mentor instructor. Yep.
Well beloved by her pupils.
You definitely loved her so much. I swear. All right, so as you are heading back out,
let's go kindly.
So it turns out the bear, very heavy. Bear's front foot encounters that very weakened part of the bottom of the ship. Punches right through, and water starts gushing in.
Okay, time to move.
To help the bear.
No more beef for you. Only fish from now on.
Kindly, I'm gonna try to help. Kindly pull their foot from the.
It's a fighter.
I'm having like really bad like flashbacks to when my snake went into hibernation, and so is this a fighter or a lover roll?
You tell me.
What's your bonus thing? Do you have a bonus?
Scandal.
Scandal.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like looking, and this like the flashbacks of like my old pet snake that I loved so dearly kind of comes back, and I'm like, we have to do this. As I'm like pulling its like foot from it, I'm like, you will not die on my watch today. And I rolled a 4, which is a success on lover.
Nice.
But it also means that it pushes your lover to 6, doesn't it?
No, I was on 4.
You were on 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were able to through the power of your love, you're able to wiggle its little foot out. It's a very big foot. It's a very big foot. So let's talk about science for just a second. So as you all know, perhaps that if something gets like stabbed into your body, for example, you're supposed to leave it there and not pull it out, because when you pull it out, it creates this like jagged hole that then everything should. So when you take this bear paw out of the hole, it just like a geyser of the seawater, just it's a common.
I did think that there was a possibility that could happen, but we are not leaving the bear, so on we go.
That is entirely fair.
Yes. Maybe McLover, who's been like crawling desperately this whole time, takes off his helmet and tries to jam the hole with his helmet.
Oh.
Okay, this is a fight. Give me a fighter roll. This feels like
self-sacrifice.
Or lover in that you are trying to save friends. Which one?
They're both at 3 right now, so I guess I'll go lover because I feel like it's more of an emotional.
Okay.
And you're giving up your hat.
No.
Okay, I said I was gonna retire this dice, and I was like, okay, there's no way I can roll another 6 on this freaking dice, and I rolled another 6. Like I don't know.
No. Oh goodness.
Okay, but keep that around for a damage die.
Okay. So,
yeah.
So you try to push your hat into it, and you're perhaps overcome. You only have 1 limb left. That's good. And you push too hard with it, and your
goodness.
your only non-broken limb is now stuck in the hole.
Oh goodness.
Is water coming in anymore?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
like jammed in between a section of it.
Milo, can you help with this?
Yep. Nope. I'm thinking. Give me 1 second. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, guys, this ship is probably made out of doors. My arch nemesis is coming for me. Leave me, friends. Save yourselves.
No, we cannot.
I'm gonna run back I'm gonna grab the Baron's body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drag the Baron's body over to the hole.
Mm-hmm.
And in oh god, how does this all work?
How does science work?
How does science
What is
work?
It's a very loose
Magnets, how do they
interpretation
work?
of science. Like we're doing.
So
Full slide.
McLover's hand is his arm is stuck in the hole, right?
Correct.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
like that things got jagged, and so there's like a smaller
Right.
section. So it's like stuck there, and the big hole is still pulling
Okay.
in a lot of water.
I'm thinking realistically about this, and it's not working.
You don't have to think
Um,
realistically about things.
So what I would love to do is I would like to grab the Baron's big head
Mhm.
and use it as sort of a like a wedge to try and like push it down and like open the hole a little bit more so that McLover can get his hand free.
Mhm.
And then I'm
Okay.
just gonna stuff the rest of the Baron into the hole and try and use Baron's body to plug up the hole.
Great. Okay. This is two separate roles. So first
Yes.
role is to try to free, and this is an act of physical prowess. This is definitely a fighter role,
Yeah.
and you can't etiquette your way out of this one, buddy.
No,
Sorry.
that's fine. Oh, I was just gonna roll them both at once, but yes, that works.
What
That's a 4th. It's not great.
does it not succeed?
It does not succeed.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Great.
So that brings. Let me just make sure the numbers are right. And this one is
Is to plug up the hole. Yes.
1.
That
Nice.
succeeds. You shove the Baron's body down in, and it plugs up the hole. It's still like leaking water into the ship, but it is not like
Right.
gushing it anymore. Your
We've
arm
bought ourselves
still
time.
still stuck.
Okay. I've bought us time. That might be all I've bought us.
I'm like watching from a distance. I'm like, that was amazing. Good job.
Yeah,
That
I
was
mean,
not
good.
exactly according to plan, but you know.
I saved the bear, so if you could.
Yes.
I'm gonna like look it out.
Milo's like looking at the Baron in like legs dangling
Mhm.
upwards.
Mm-hmm.
And then like looking over, it's like mind racing, like not entirely sure what to do now. And it just looks back up at Emerald like, ah. Ah.
Some more light shows up,
Ah.
and it's that like glowy blue, like ghosty light.
Oh, no.
Right.
Oh goodness, he's going to want
And,
to stay here.
McLover, your arm is forcibly released.
Oh.
That does mean that more water is coming up, but as you're sort of
I
thrown
hate
back,
drinking this stuff.
and your hand, your arm has been pushed, and you look over, and the ghost of your mentor, sort of sadly, like lets you know, yeah, she is now a ghost here on this ship and cannot leave.
What have
Well,
we done
thank you
to
for
Daddy?
saving me. We've avenged you, and then he like points at the Baron's
Points at
body.
the Baron's body stuffed in
Legs,
the
like-
hole.
Sticking out.
Yeah, and as you are gesturing to said Baron, another ghost light appears.
Oh
And
no!
Oh gosh.
the Baron's ghost is there, and he looks pissed.
All right, let's go.
I-
Let's go. Kindly.
I just
We can't have nice things. That's
just
not.
can never have nice things when you around. You ruin a lot of things, don't you? Just looking at the Baron and just being like, Why are you the way you are?
Okay, well, you have lingered. So he reaches his ghost arm out and grabs your heart.
Oh.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I will not lose another pet this way, Emerald says.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and punch the ghost,
Ghost punching.
Nice.
which
Give
is
me-
a fight.
Yeah.
Luckily, no, not luckily. I rolled a 6.
Oh.
All right. Well, the unexpected thing that happens is that you punch the ghost and your hand gets stuck in the ghost body. I don't know why it works.
That happened.
I don't. I'm stuck. Maybe.
I've heard about this phenomenon before. I never thought we'd experience it ourselves.
Help anyone?
Milo is going to try and grab the Baron by the back of the head and like lean in close, and then like hand still in his chest,
Uh-huh.
like the ghostly hand still in his chest, is going to use that as a fulcrum and pull the Baron into a deep kiss
Yeah.
to attempt to
Nice.
startle him enough to let go of his heart.
All right.
Physically, not metaphorically.
That's I mean, give me a lover roll. I assume this is your preferred kiss.
Nice.
This is the dip kiss.
Yeah. He lets go of your heart and returns said kiss enthusiastically. It's delightful all around.
Yeah, it is. I think
hand
Milo's
freed
just
from
kind of
this?
like
Yes,
stuck
you
in
are.
it.
Your hand was brought into it. No. Okay.
McLover is so impressed by his kiss that he claps by like clapping against his shoulder.
He can't
It's
do
so
anything
beautiful.
else. Yeah.
Love that.
Ship still filling up with water.
Okay, we need to head. This is beautiful. Love it. Let's go, friends. Okay. We've got Kindly. We've got McLover. We've got Milo. Let's go. All right, let's go.
Yeah, Instructor Mentor's corpse.
Ushering them.
Yeah, I'm
And a
going to
corpse. Or
pull
two.
away from the Baron, like still holding him.
Mhm.
You may have let go of my heart, but I think you just stole it. And then we'll drop him on the floor and book it. And I'll get some diving equipment to visit you.
You make it to the shore. The ship sinks. There were definitely still some people partying on it. So that happened.
Why?
You know, crazy rich people, right? Like
When you
Like
drink
they see
too
the
much,
ghost
you-
with the axe in its
sometimes
back,
you
and they're just
gotta-
like, special
Um,
effects.
Yeah.
so our post-credit scene basically is that the ship has sunk. It has been, I don't know, 6 months to a year, I'm gonna say.
Mhm.
It turns out that you actually were pregnant with the Baron's child through some sort of magical means. And the scroll is actually the deed to where he lives. And so now you live in his mansion because you are carrying his child, or at least everyone is definitely convinced that you are carrying his child.
We are rich.
Milo, you frequently, because she has all this money,
Mhm.
you go visit the Baron. You're
I've
carrying
become
on
an
like,
accomplished diving.
yeah, you become like, this is a sort of a Davy Jones situation where he can come up maybe once a year, but mostly is on the bottom of the ocean. So you have learned how to get yourself down there. You are a thriving relationship. It's, there was a couple of tips at the beginning about the whole shooting your mentor thing, but whatever.
And we worked it out. It's fine.
Yeah. Maybe
McLover,
you,
you keep breaking your limbs. Like, it's like a constant, something's always broken. However, you did fall in love with the nurse who took care of you after that fateful first crazy trip. And you are starting a family who probably also have very weak bones. So that has been I'm a Lover, Not a Fighter. It is definitely exactly played correctly and as intended. Thank you, Grant Howitt.
Yep.
That was super fun.
Before we wrap up, I
gosh.
would like to do something called moments of gratitude. So I would like to go around the table and have you each say something that a fellow player did that you thought was like either really clutch or really fun or something that struck you while we were role playing. So does anybody want to start? Yeah, go Lanta, go.
All right. Milo twerking amongst that door. Just opening that door and really finding themselves. I feel like that character really learned a lot more.
That's good.
It was so good. I loved it so much. When you clocked that so Yang, when you clocked that soldier,
the
like
guard.
the
The
guard,
guard.
at the start, and then you were like, you put the bottle, you like took a swig of the bottle, you put it down beside him to make it look like he like passed out, and then you're like,
That was very good.
no, he's got a bruise. I need to, and then you moved his head to make it look like you
Touched
clocked him. I thought it was so good.
So good.
And Sarah, as always, it is just an absolute joy to be able to play with you again. So thank you
Friend.
so much. And thank you for letting me have a pet bear.
I mean, I couldn't pass up that
That was
opportunity. Honestly, the bear was either going to eat all of you or
Disney
become a party
princess,
member.
gotta take
So
it.
there are options.
What are the other?
Definitely the best.
guys.
The best.
Yeah, no,
outcome.
you chose the good one.
Oh, yeah.
That was the good option.
Yes. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I can
Dozens
go
of people
next.
died, but we got the best ending.
So many people died.
yeah, we all got happy endings in the end. So
Exactly.
Maybe they wanted that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think I think of you as Milo, but now I have to remember your real name, so
There you
Patrick.
go.
It's close enough.
Yeah, I loved. I absolutely loved the twerking of the door moment, but because it was said, I loved how you like leaned into the like the dual maneuvers, like the practice maneuvers, and that came up like more than once.
Yes.
And then when you threw McLover, like I was just so happy. Yeah, improvised tag teams are just like my favorite, and you just like had some amazing ones. Yeah, Lanta, Emerald. I loved like all the backstory that you managed to like make up on the fly with like the snakes.
It's like, how much
and, like,
more
the
have I got?
hibernation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
like you know,
much
on the dance
backstory.
floor. Yeah, and I felt like you really set the tone for like the instantaneous monologuing that occurred like over the course of the scene that I loved. Like I just loved imagining that, and also your like the scandal of you being pregnant with the baby was just like
Scandalo.
the
Yeah.
best.
So many
Yeah.
So good.
scandals.
Yeah, and Sarah, like my hat's off to you. Like you just rolled with everything that we threw at you.
Yeah.
As crazy it was getting like progressively more ridiculous, and you still managed to ground it.
Did I?
It felt believable to me. Like the world
Great.
stayed believable.
Sometimes I throw around words like science, and then people think I know what I'm talking about. Shh.
Exactly.
Secret.
Yang, that was I absolutely adore McLover from like the moment that you created the character as McLover and just went with that bit wholesale, and then you had the ye old party hat and came up with like this deep dark backstory reason for it, that doors had killed your family and that's the reason you drink so much. It's this like inherently ridiculous thing, and you gave it meaning. Like I just loved everything that you did with the character, and I loved that you were just like, yeah, that's battle maneuver 46 or like 63, and it's like we had this like history. Just excellent. Absolutely wonderful. Lanta, I love just the constantly just saying things with the utmost confidence and bringing them into the world just every single time. It's like, I'm pregnant with your child. I rolled it and now it is so. Like, this is what happens now. And then the like adding that little bit of heart and horror with the fact that you ate your childhood pet snake alive. That was good. Just always like spicing it up with the trauma. And then
That
Sarah,
should be on your business card. I just needed.
Spicing things up with trauma.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll add it.
It's my brand.
And then Sarah, we threw so much at you, and you might have met it with skepticism most of the time, but you also like matched the energy immediately afterwards. And just accepted whatever we.
I always say that I want my players to play the game that they want to play. So like, if you had gone super serious, I would have followed you. But
you are a master of yes and that is both to your benefit and detriment at times.
I do, yeah.
But it's incredible either way.
Who needs to prep? There's no prep. Prep is silly. Why do I do it? I don't
Prep
anymore.
I see the invisible
Prep
tears.
is death. Yeah.
This is what I had prepared. We did none of that.
Here's what we did. Nothing. Woo.
Yeah.
I actually really love running these silly one shot, one page RPGs because you can just you roll it up and I'm rolling it up at the same time that you are rolling up your characters, and we get to discover the shenanigans together.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So actually, let's go around one more time. Let's tell everybody, let's just remind people where we can be found on the interwebs so that people can follow everybody, because I would absolutely love to get you more traffic to your peeps. I can say that because like I'm cool and hip and young.
Yes. The coolest and hip.
Science
and youngest.
And youngest. Whew, all right. Let's start with Lanta. Where can we find you, friends?
Hello, everyone. My name is Lanta. You guys can find me all over the internet at LantaFanta. Got some cool things happening, but go to my Instagram and find them. I'm really excited to be able to do some one-shots here and there. I've got a one-shot I'm doing for GaryCon, which I'm really excited for. I'm doing an audiobook at the moment and filming another beautiful project with Yang, which is so exciting. And I think we're finishing it this weekend. And then eventually eventually it will go up.
It's a secret project. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Very exciting. But you can find stuff on my Instagram when we are able to announce it. That's me.
That's you. What about you, Patrick?
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick Keeffe. I am an actor, voice actor, and content creator on the internet. You can find me everywhere. The puppy just glitching out of existence. I love it. You can find me everywhere at That Gray Gentleman, primarily on Instagram these days. You can also find me over at the Writers Room 7th Sea, where we play the TTRPG 7th Sea by Chaosium Inc. It is all pirates all the time in a wonderful fully produced podcast. You can actually also find me at GaryCon soon, because I will be performing in Actoroki with Sarah over here.
Yay!
And it's going to be a great time, and I'm very
excited. It's going to be
excited.
dope.
I'm excited to come back to the stage again.
It's going to be very fun.
Yang.
Yeah, Yang, go.
Hi, I'm Yang Wang. You can find me on Twitter at 2oftheyangs. I play once again on twitch.tv/dungeonscrawlers, a D&D 5e actual play every Wednesday night Pacific time, 6:30 p.m., where we venture through the Forgotten Realms, 5th edition, and I also do some work on like an indie video game, Neon Kamigawa, the Magic the Gathering set, and some other sets that are forthcoming. Actually, I think they announced it. So yeah, I was also one of the writers on the Brothers War. So that'll be fun.
Cool.
Check it out.
check out all the things. Hi, I'm Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at Actor Sarah Moore. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and Ko-Fi at Pixies and Pins. You can also find me every Wednesday night on twitch.tv/gilding light. I am the DM for Actor Oki, which is Peter Atkinson's project with World of Chaldea. And also right here on twitch.tv/GenConTV every Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific. Next week, we are playing a game called The Beast, which is also by Grant Howitt. And it is essentially that you are the mediocre leftover heroes who have to go and fight the beast that is terrorizing the town after all of the other really skilled great heroes have been killed by it. So I'm very excited to see what happens there and how many players I am left with at the end of the session. Thank you so much for being at my table tonight, friends. I really appreciate you coming in and being your wacky, delightful, lovely selves. Thank you at home for watching. I'm so excited for this first show here on Gen Con TV. I'm very happy to have joined the Gen Con family, and I'm looking forward to a lot more of these crazy, ridiculous shenanigans. And shout out to Grant Howitt for writing games that are fun and that I loosely follow the rules for. Ta-da!
Always a good time.
Yeah, it's a great time.
And I would like to thank my long-standing and very patient partner for being my tech person during all of this, because I am bad at computers.
Love you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
We love you, Jeff.
Yeah, we love you, Jeff. So come back next time, please and thank you. As always, keep making art and keep being art. We'll see you next time. Mwah! Bye.
Bye, everybody.